Welcome back, everyone. If you're new to cryptocurrency, you're probably wondering why Bitcoin is going crazy right now. Well, this is what this video is for. We're going to answer that question. First off, there's an event that happens every 4 years known as halving. All this means is that the rewards per block given to miners is cut in half. Now, this will take place all the way up into 2140, the year 2140, that is. Now, once 2140 is here, most of us probably won't be alive, but for those that are, all 21 million Bitcoins will now be in circulation. This idea of halving seems very counterproductive in the sense that rewards will get lower for mining blocks in the future. But the reality of it is, this is necessary in Bitcoin's protocol. If this wasn't in place, this asset can now be compromised like the US dollar or any other fiat currency in the sense that it would be inflationary instead of deflationary. You also have to keep in mind that even though the token reward is now lower, it's still beneficial in the sense that each token is worth more. This just means that those that started mining very early are now going to reap the benefits because their tokens are going to be worth more in the future. What I hope to do today is show you guys how you can actually save yourself from getting hit by this 4-year cycle. Now, knowing that this comes around every 4 years, you have to be diligent on when to enter and exit the market. Just because you now have learned about cryptocurrency does not mean it's a good time to enter the market. We are nearing the end of a bull run. If you have not already entered the market, it's probably a good idea to wait until a bear market approaches, which should be coming here soon. I anticipate April to May of 2022. Now, with that being said, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. This is just the model that Bitcoin has followed since its inception. So I trust it. I've seen it on multiple sources, and I've also read into it on my own. It's very important that you get in and out of Bitcoin or any token that you choose to trade, as we are still adopting cryptocurrencies as a whole. It doesn't make sense to stay in the currency and ride the waves up and down when you can exit and now accumulate more on a fall. This is why learning about cryptocurrencies early was so beneficial in the sense that we can now enter the bear market at a lower entry point. Bitcoin being $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, even $30,000 is way better to try to enter it on a bear market than once it gets to 100K and a bear market looks like something at 60 or 70K. At that point, you will be priced out and it will be too hard for you to enter the market. Now, this is just my heads up, me learning. Trust me, I've gotten burnt trying to get into the market as well. I got excited when I first learned about cryptocurrency and I just wanted to throw a bunch of money into it. Trust me, that is not the way. You have to time your entries. That is the only way you're going to actually accumulate wealth while you're growing. Now, as a whole, you're going to make money in cryptocurrency just due to the fact that it's deflationary no matter when you buy. But it's beneficial to wait until it falls, accumulate as you go. That way you can see some real growth happening as you're continuing to learn about this new digital asset. If you take a look at this diagram, this was done by Plan B. He's the creator of the stock to flow model. What this chart does, it allows us to see how Bitcoin moves throughout halving, bull markets, bear markets, you name it. It's very helpful in the sense that you want to time your entries. So this is just a way to see where Bitcoin is kind of going to move next. Now, it's not foolproof, but for sure it definitely helps. So when you're kind of looking at this chart, you'll see that every 4 years since 2009, there seems to be a spike in Bitcoin, and then it seems to pull back pretty heavy in the middle, early to middle of the next year, following the 4 years. Very beneficial to know, so you know you kind of time it near the top. You don't want to ever try to time it perfectly because that's when you're going to miss it and it's going to have fell and you're going to have lost some profits that you should have gotten. And this is not just technical analysis. This is the truth of how you have to operate within the Bitcoin community. If you don't sell off at high points, you will get stuck holding a bag. It happens every time. I've been there as well. Now, the reason this video is focused on Bitcoin and not any other altcoins was because Bitcoin moves the market. Bitcoin is Big Daddy, head honcho, you name it. It will always move the market just because there's so much money pushed into Bitcoin. Whether it's institutional money, whether it's retail investor money, it just will always stand strong if anything is moving in the market. Now, we're starting to see some altcoins break off. Ethereum's moving more violently than Bitcoin has, and this is something to be noted. My personal strategy in accumulating tokens and actually buying my first full Bitcoin, is to buy altcoins with a lower entry point that have great utility, so you know these projects will stand the test of time. Ultimately, your value of the dollars, the fiat currencies you're now investing with, will rise, and now you have enough to go buy a Bitcoin. You can sell out of your altcoins and buy one full Bitcoin. So there's a strategy to get there. If you don't have $48,000 lying around, you can still find a way to get into cryptocurrency, increase the value amount of dollars that you have by selling out of these altcoins and then purchasing into Bitcoin. I also think you should just keep some altcoins just for the fact that some of these projects are really good. There's no reason why you should be heavy on one end or the other. Bitcoin's your gold, your store of value, and your altcoins are your utilities. These utilities allow you to, operate throughout Web3 applications, blockchain apps. Eventually, in a year or two, all these things are going to be on your phone. This is going to be so immersive and simple that everyone can use it. I try to keep these videos pretty short for you guys. This is just my take on where Bitcoin is headed here soon. I think we have a heavy spike upwards for the next couple months minimum, at least to January, before we see a pretty heavy fall. So I will probably be taking profits and exiting out of most of my tokens, at least into stable coins. We don't want to sell out completely. Early February or middle to late January. That's my take. Once again, not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and only invest money that you are willing to lose. This is very important. Anything happens. This is electronics. Sometimes the whole internet could go offline tomorrow. If we never know. You just got to be careful what you're investing, but also understand I believe in this, and this is where I'm trying to lead people, because I believe ultimately those who take the risk early will see great benefits in the future. All right, guys, thank you for entrusting me to be your guide on your crypto journey. That is it for this video. Join me back here next week. I drop at least 2 videos a week, and don't forget to subscribe. It'll send you a notification every time I drop a video. That way you can keep up with all things crypto.